This is Harsh Rules. I'm Ben Harsh, and today we're going to learn to play Monster Pack D, an expansion for Fireteam Zero. Monster Pack D was published in 2017 by Emergent Games and designed by Mike Langlois and Christian Linhard. Monster Pack D includes 6 monster figures and their associated monster cards. This monster pack includes 4 minion-class monsters, the Maggot Hound for the Infested monster family. This monster pack also includes 2 elite monsters, the Mangled for the Infested monster family, and the Lunger for the Bloodless monster family. First, let's take a closer look at the components in the Monster Pack D expansion. Monster Pack D focuses on 2 monster families, the Infested and the Bloodless. Additions to the Infested monster family include 4 Maggot Hound minion monsters, and an elite monster, the Mangled. A new elite monster addition to the Bloodless family is the Lunger. Before we look at each figure, let's have a quick review of how to read the monster stats for Fireteam Zero. At the top of the card is the monster's name and the family they belong to, as well as the class. This monster's class is an elite. In Fireteam Zero, each monster is categorized into 3 classes: minions, elites, and bosses. As you can see, each class level is stronger than the one that precedes it. The numbers below the name and class refer to the monster's hit points and attack resistance. Beneath this is another set of icons. The first icon refers to the monster's movement. A quick reminder, monsters are not inhibited by difficult terrain. The next 2 icons refer to the monster's attack strength, their attack type, and their range. The last icon in the set is for the monster's special ability. During the activation phase for monsters, if this symbol is rolled on the monster dice, then this special ability becomes active. At the bottom of the monster card, there's a short paragraph of text. This is the monster's special attribute. Now, let's look at each of the monsters in this pack in greater detail. First, let's look at the new minion figures for the Infested monster family, the Maggot Hound. The Maggot Hound has 2 hit points and a resistance of 2 to Brawl, Bullet, and Bomb. The Maggot Hound can move 2 locations per turn and has attack of 2 Brawl with a range of 1. When the monster symbol is rolled, all Maggot Hounds within range 1, including this one, resolve a move result. And the Maggot Hound's special attribute is the Hunting Pack. When a Maggot Hound spawns, place it in the location of an existing Maggot Hound if possible, instead of rolling the spawn dice. This attribute allows the Maggot Hound to quickly spawn into packs that can gang up on heroes. Also being added to the Infested monster family is an elite monster called the Mangled. The Mangled, like many elites, has 7 hit points, with a resistance of 2 to Brawl, 1 to Bullet, and 2 to Bomb. The Mangled can move 1 location per turn, and has an attack of 3 Brawl with a range of 0. When the monster symbol is rolled, the Mangled's attack becomes a 3 Bullet with a range of 1. The Mangled's special attribute is Worm Strike. With Worm Strike, the Mangled makes a 1 Brawl range 1 attack as soon as it activates, then moves and attacks normally. This essentially gives the Mangled a double attack. Finally, a new member to the Bloodless monster family, an elite monster called the Lunger. The Lunger has 7 hit points with a resistance of 1 to Brawl and 2 to Bullet and Bomb. The Lunger can move 1 location per turn, has an attack of 3 Brawl at a range of 0. When the monster symbol is rolled, the Lunger can move 2 locations. Finally, true to its name, the Lunger's special attribute is the Lunge. With this special attribute, if the hero ends their turn within range 1 of a Lunger, the Lunger moves immediately to their location and inflicts 1 unblockable damage upon them. This makes the Lunger another anti-close range attack monster. Now let's learn how to integrate these new figures into the game. In each act of an operation is a listing for the monsters that are applied to the spawn pool and the reserve pool. These monsters are often called out by specific names, but really it's the class of the monster that matters. For example, if you see a corrupted animal figure, that's really a minion class monster. Therefore, those monsters listed in the spawn pool or the reserve pool can be traded out for a monster of equal class in one of the monster packs. However, it is recommended that you trade out monsters from the same family, especially in story-based operations that feature that monster family. Next, we're going to look at monster assignments for each operation. First, let's look at the core game. Operation 1, Typhon's Children. Operation 2, A Mother's Love, which feature the infected. And Operation 3, Follow the Moon, which features the fetch. Now, by using these colored class icons as a guide, you can see where you can trade equally classed monsters from the expansions. Following this is Fireteam Zero's first expansion, the Europe Cycle. This expansion contains Operation Blacktooth, starring the Bloodless monster family. The Europe Cycle also includes 3 standalone missions. These standalone missions contain monsters from multiple families. Standalone Mission Blood Sacrifice, Standalone Mission The Hunt, and Standalone Mission Artifact Vault Bravo. Fireteam Zero's second expansion, the Africa Cycle. This expansion contains the operation Sticks and Stones, starring the Thornspawn monster family. The Africa Cycle also contains 3 standalone missions. Standalone Mission Between the Bones of the Earth, Standalone Mission Lost and Found, and Standalone Mission Clockwork. Next, we're going to take a look at the expansions by monster family. This way you can see which expansions you need to flesh out your monster families, and which figures can be used for those families in missions that call for them. First, let's look at Typhon's Children. For missions that call for the Typhon's Children family, you'll find most of the figures in the core set. Monster Pack A has an elite, Daughter of Typhon. Monster Pack B has 5 figures that can be used for any monster family and are considered unique monsters. Finally, if you have the stretch goals for the Kickstarter, you have access to an additional minion, the Malignant Vermin, and an elite, the Infected Soldier. Next is the Infested monster family. Once again, the majority of these figures can be acquired with the core set. Monster Pack A gives you access to the Infesting Queen, an elite monster. Purchasing Monster Pack B gives you access to the unique monsters that can be used with any monster family. Monster Pack D and the Kickstarter stretch goals give you access to the same group of monsters: the Maggot Hound Minion and the Mangled Elite. The Fetch is the final monster family included with the core game. Monster Pack A offers the Whispering Fetch as an additional elite monster. Monsters can be used from Monster Pack B. Monster Pack C and the Kickstarter stretch goals include the Minion Morrow Fetch and the elite Exhumed Fetch. The Bloodless monster family can be acquired in the Europe Cycle game expansion. This monster family can be further expanded with the Grim Imposter from Monster Pack A. Monster Pack B monsters can also be used, as with all other monster families. Monster Pack D and the Kickstarter stretch goals include the Lunger, an elite monster. Fireteam Zero's second expansion, the Africa Cycle, introduces the Thornspawn monster family. Players can add to this monster family with Monster Pack A, with the elite monster, the Flincing Tree. Monster Pack B includes the unique monsters that can be used with every family. Monster Pack C and the Kickstarter stretch goals include the Splinter Fiend. Also in the Kickstarter stretch goals is the Thornspawn. Finally, let's take a closer look at Monster Pack B. These monsters can be integrated into any monster family in the Fireteam Zero game. This pack includes 3 elite monsters, the Eldivore, the Artifact Wraith, and the Eater of the Dead. The most interesting aspect of this monster pack is the addition of 2 boss characters. These boss monsters can be swapped with any boss monsters in any of the Fireteam Zero operations. The Aether Husk and Commander Geitz. Keep these monster expansions in mind when you set up operations to play Fireteam Zero with your friends. And that concludes our look at Fireteam Zero's Monster Pack D. Questions about this game, requests for future Harsh Rules game tutorials, and constructive feedback are all greatly appreciated. Drop a line in the comments section. To be the first notified when this episode and any Harsh Rules episode is placed online, please subscribe to this channel. Until then, I'm Ben Harsh for Harsh Rules. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode.